Okay. Isn't it fun to just kind of hear from different people and just go, wow, that's interesting. Oh, okay. And what you can kind of start to get is, it's how many are starting to hear a pattern? You're like, oh, this, when you break it down, they made a decision, they worked uncommonly hard, they got out of their own way with their egos and were willing to make adjustments in order to be able to get better. They reinvented themselves, and they just decided they weren't going to be beat. How many of you can do that? I mean, there's nothing stopping you. So if you're looking at 6 figures, I'm telling you, great, that's a stepping stone, fantastic. If you're 6 figures looking for 7, great, fantastic, that's a stepping stone. But it's not the limit. Let's start measuring how many lives we're impacting and how we're doing it, okay? So, we have another presenter who's going to come out and share some of his insights with you. Great guy. We've known each other for quite some time now, and he's built a really strong organization. He's going to give you some unique kind of strategies and tips and tactics. So do me a favor and put your hands together. Big GoPro welcome to Giorgio Trabaldo. Come on out, Giorgio.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Hello, guys. Woo! Wow, guys. I was talking to some people before, and one of them asked me, so, Giorgio, how many times did you attend GoPro? And I was like, oh, wait a second. I came here when it was an in-person event, a big one, like 14, 15, I don't even remember, 1,000 people. And then I went 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and now we're in freaking 2024. So 6th time. How many of you guys is the 6th time here? Yeah, I mean, how many more? Raise the hands. Not so many, eh? And it's so crazy because people cannot stick to one thing for a long period of time. They're like always chasing the next shiny object, And it's so crazy to me because when you attend these kind of events, you grasp the information, you grab everything you can, and the money you spend to be here or to watch it online, I see lots of people online, it pays back. And so I always have a rule, which is you cannot decide to invest money or not based on who you are and how much you earn. You should invest the money based on how much you will earn and how much you earn, who you will be. So if in the future I'm gonna be making, and you from home, maybe you're thinking of this, drop a 7 in the chat, guys, if you think one day you're gonna be making 30,000 a month, 50,000, 10,000, how much you prefer. So if you one day will be making 50,000 a month, would you invest 3,000 to be here? Would you invest freaking $97 to watch 2 days of the event? Yes or no? So how many things we pick and choose based on who we are today and not based on who we will be? The actions we decide to take today. How many times we allow our present self and not our future self to take a decision? Too many, guys, I'm gonna tell you. So today I'm gonna be bringing here very simple things because this industry, as everyone said, it's simple, but people complicate it. So I'm gonna be very straightforward, and I'm sorry for everyone who's like a newbie in the industry, but I'm gonna be talking to the animals, the beasts here. Is that okay? I have a disease. I cannot see you based on who you are. I need to see you based on who you can become. Is that okay, guys? Okay, so I'm gonna be a little bit hard, but because I cannot help it. Every time I speak to someone, it's like, I wanna see you succeed. I wanna see you win, man, in this industry. Where's the fire? Sometimes I see some people, talking, and they're basically dragging themselves. Oh, I'm gonna make money in this industry. So you spot the leader when they're no one. You don't spot them when they already make money. I always tell my leadership, I'm like, guys, I'm not interested in the pin. I'm interested in who has no rank and is hustling 24/7 because I remember I was one of them. And I'm still grinding my ass off every single day. Why? Because it's the passion of the industry, guys. It's not about the money you make. So many leaders lose the spark in their eyes as soon as they make some bucks. I make 10,000, I look a big fish. 10,000, what is that? So I know some people from home are like, this guy is crazy. What is he even talking about? I see the face of Carrie. Look at Dana, she's not even listening. She's like, it's too much. This thing is too much. I understand, guys, we have a disease, we leaders, we have a disease. We cannot just be normal. I remember one day, one guy told me, you're abnormal. I'm like, yes, thank you, give me some more, baby. Give me some more. Anyways, guys, as you can see here in the slide, like, simplifying things, it's hard. And we heard it over and over these days. Making things easy, it's hard, so complicating things is easy. So, thinking about belief, belief in the industry. And now we're going to talk about breaking down what belief means. But so many people here in this room, online, watching, they're on the couch, they're listening. But it's so true that you can only get the information based on the level you're at. So, if you're just lying on the couch listening to these, and someone is telling you you can make it, you're not even prepared to receive that input. So, belief, it's so easy to grasp as a concept. Yeah, I have to believe in this industry. Everyone is telling me, attend GoPro so you can believe more in the industry. But guess what? Some of my top leaders, they still don't believe they can make $1 million a month. They can make $300,000 a month. They can make $50,000 a month. So many of my, certain rank, they make maybe $5,000 a month. If you really look deep in their eyes, they don't believe they're going to make 30. Maybe they believe they're going to make 10. I don't know who is in here in this room today, and you really believe you're going to shift your life through this business or not. Because deep down, especially for those leaders, those dinosaurs, I've been attending GoPro 7 times, and I'm 12 years in the industry. Yes, but do you believe you're going to make $1 million a year in this industry? Guys, do you believe it? Don't tell me. God is looking at you. When you go to sleep and you look at the freaking ceiling, God knows if you really believe if you're going to make $1 million a year in this industry or not. And I'm excited about this because I know I'm living through this process day by day. Every time I go to sleep, I'm like looking at the ceiling. Different hotel room, different house, different Airbnb. Emotions goes upside down. You can feel it through my voice because I live this shit. And every day I'm asking myself, do I believe in who I'm becoming? So remember that most of your people do not really believe. Why someone is $5,000 a month and they don't push as hard as they can? Because the self-image of themselves is not worth 10. They don't believe they're worth 10. Because if someone believed to the core they would be worth 10, guess what? They will be working. They will be excited. So every time someone is looking at me, Giorgio, I'm working so much. I'm busting my ass out, I'm every day doing Zoom calls, meetings, shaking hands, tour. I don't know why I don't rank up. Come here, baby. 2 coffee, 2 espresso, please. Look at me in the eyes. Do you believe? And when you look into someone's soul, you can spot the truth. Majority of people don't believe, guys. And when we talk about belief, we talk about these 4 things. Belief in the industry. I'm going to make some money, and then I'm going to start being a real estate investor. Why? Why as soon as you make 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, because you don't believe you can make more. Why there's this need of becoming this big everything? Just stick to one freaking thing because you don't believe. You don't believe there's a bigger thing for you here. And people and leaders die when they don't believe there's a future for them in the industry. Second point of belief is belief in the company you're in. But guys, you need to audit your team on these 4 things because I can swear to you, there's something missing. A leader has all 4 and not as, guys, who is a leader at the end of the day, A leader, who is a leader? Who is a leader? Everyone abuses this word. I'm a leader. I look at you in the eyes, come on, let's get a coffee. I look at you, are you a leader? 0.00001% are leaders. So audit your team on this. Sit down, write from from a scale from 1 to 10. How do I believe in the industry from 1 to 10? How does my team, how does my leader believe in the industry? How do they believe in the company? How much they believe in the product or service they offer? How much do they believe in themselves? And find ways to increase these numbers, because belief is the core of everything. When someone believes, someone trains. When someone believes they want to have a better body, they go to the gym. When someone believes that having a better body is going to improve and increase their life forever and their health, and at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, can I throw a Zoom call with me and myself and talk for 1 hour in a row explaining why I believe in these 4 pillars? Can I do, guys, I can speak about my industry, company, product, service, myself, 7 hours. I always tell people, do you want me to explain you why I'm building network marketing still? Oh, no problem, baby. I can talk for 7 hours. And I know all the other industries, huh? It's not that I didn't doubt network marketing. Actually, I did many times. That's why I believe so much. So doubt, it's a friend. It's not an enemy. But you have to handle that in your team. Because leaders are strong enough to handle their own doubts, but normal people, they're not. So are you able to guide people through the doubt? Because this industry makes you doubt, correct? How many of you doubted this industry? How many of you wanted to leave the industry? So very few hands. How many of you wanted to quit the industry? Oh, that's why, it's a good thing to doubt. I love people who say, I doubted many times. I mean, you're a leader. That's why you're a leader. Because you went through the process, correct? It's like with a wife or with a husband or with a man or with a girl. You're like, I always think of, when I look, my girlfriend, I'm like, nah, you're not gonna be the one. I try to sell myself today, she's not. So at least I'm very sure that she is. So try to sell you out of the industry, guys. Now you go home and you do your homework. So let me see all the things I don't like about my husband. Damn, why I'm with him? Okay? And remember that everyone has a different level of belief. Every level has a different degree of belief. Some people here make a lot of money, and they need to sit down with themselves again and go back to day one, as Eric said yesterday. Because we need to somehow increase the belief again. But why, guys? Why do we need? Where's this need, Giorgio? Chill. Guys, you have to understand, it's not about the money. It's not about the rank. It's not about even network marketing, I can tell you. It's about life. I always tell people, if you're someone with life inside your veins, you love this industry and you make so much money because you impact, you contaminate everyone with your energy. Can you feel my energy? Guys, I'm like this 20, even though you see me silent, my head is like, I want to leave. I want to make everything out of this life. I want to squeeze everything I can. That's why I hate losing time. I cannot. I would feel so bad about wasting this amazing thing called life. So life is the driver for me. So if someone is not growing and expanding this business, it's because they lack belief. And belief in what? In life. So it's a different level of game I'm talking about. When you have this degree of love for life and believe you're worth more and believe you can impact people and believe this and believe that, believe, then you're going to talk to people. Then you know that this is the best vehicle to impact other people's lives. Did you know? I think you know, but why don't you push as much as you could? Let me ask you a question. Is there another level for you out there? Waiting for you out of the door. Is there? Why don't you go get it? Why don't you go get it? No, let's be real. Why you don't go? Write down the excuses you have. We haven't given ourselves permission yet. Or maybe you're throwing at yourself a bunch of excuses. And you're like, I don't know. I don't have my why. Let me go find my why. My mentor told me I have to have a strong why. You're alive, man. You're alive. You can go out there and talk to people, guys. Let's go. Let's make some noise, guys. You're alive. We can go talk to people. We can change their life. We can help them not just scale a business and grow a business. We can help them improve their lives. That's how I build my team. I help you in every area of your life, but before I help you, I need to help myself, correct? That's why I love this life, because I love this business, because it makes me grow, and then I make other people grow. That's not about a business. You cannot join just for personal development. I have people joining just for personal development. They didn't understand shit about the service I offer. But they're like, I don't know, I just love this energy. And I will figure that out later. Women are like that much more than men. That's why women are spreading out everywhere. They're like, ah! Men, we don't understand. We're like, what are you so excited about? Anyways, you know? We watch numbers, but yes. So, stay ahead of the curve, guys, okay? In this industry, you have to learn to simplify, but innovating at the same time, and staying inspired, and getting inspired and staying inspired over and over and over, okay? It's not easy, but you can get there, okay? Now, write this sentence down. New people solve old problems, okay? So we have to get in the phase of talking to more people, guys. You can see the points, you know? Shake more hands, expect many more meetings, and have the opposite problem. I'm gonna get to the third point soon, but let me talk about the first two. So everyone here should be talking to more people. We have a wrong mindset. We don't expect the correct quantity of issues in life, not in network marketing, only in life. If we switch it to network marketing, we definitely need to expand our problem view, perspective, expectancy. So if you're planning on, in 30 days, making a certain rank, and you have to talk, you made the calculation, and you have to talk to approximately 100 people, it's wrong, it's probably 170. If you made a calculation that you're gonna make 1 million in the next 2 years, it's wrong, it's gonna take 3 years. We always like to think big, correct? And I agree with that, you have to think big. But guess what you have to do as well? Work bigger, much bigger than you think. That's why I love when people talk, think big, think big, think big. But then I also love, because I know for a fact that in this room, 99% of people are not gonna outwork me. I know for a fact, make it. I know. Because I don't know why, it's just a disease in the opposite way. Like they don't like working. I love working. Give me more work, give me more problems. So shake more hands, guys, shake more hands, talk to more people, more people. It's a quantity problem, not only a quality problem. And when I say have the opposite problems, it means this. Majority of network marketers, and not only, many industries, the problem they have is, what are the problems you have, guys? Yeah, in your business. Ego. Team, excitement, retention. How many of you would shift the business if you had a flow of prospects, a bigger flow of prospects? If I know people in my team, if I gave them 100 leads to call, they would call them. They miss the leads. They don't know how to talk to more people. They don't know how to present to more people. It's like people problem oftentimes. So the complaint majority of people have, it's, I don't know how to find prospects. I don't know who to talk to. I don't know how to do social media. I don't like doing TikToks. I don't like doing offline events. I cannot talk to the barman when I go to take a coffee, when I go to take a gin tonic. I don't know how to talk with him. You see these people going around like robots. They get a coffee and they don't even talk to the coffee man. Are you a network marketer or what? Yes, but I don't speak well English. Who cares? Do you make money? Yes, I make 20,000 a month. Talk with the bank account. Talk. But I don't. You make 20,000, you don't even talk to the coffee man, to the barman who gives you the coffee. What is that? So people have the problem of, I don't have enough people to talk to. You want to have the opposite problem. Giorgio, I have so many people, I don't have time to eat. So I want you to write down tonight all the problems you and your team have, and I want you to go to the opposite side of it. Don't just wish it a little bit. Let me increase the flow of prospects. Let me increase my retention. No. You want to have people who you want to kick out of the team because they stick too much. And you're like, come on, quit the business, please. That's the opposite problem. You want to have the problem of people not quitting at all. That's a beautiful problem to have, you understand? All right, guys. Let me just tell you that I have a story to tell you, and then I go get off the stage. And this story is funny. I'm funny, I know. Look at me. Is it funny? Of course, it's funny. Why? Because everyone gets with boring dresses. I'm like, no, I'm going to go the opposite way. So the story states that there is the company owner, and this company owner, he wants to sell the company. Actually, he wants to give it to one of his best executives. So he gathers all the executives in one room, and he says, hey, look, guys, I'm old. I want to give my company to someone else. But I want to do it with a challenge, because I need to know who's the correct person to give it to. So all the executives sit down, they're excited, they want to know what's the challenge about. And the owner gives to every one of the executives a seed of a plant, of a tree. And everyone looks at the seed, it's like, dueño, como, hermano, boss, what is this? It's like, this is the seed of a tree. And who is going to grow the best tree in the next 30 days is going to win the company. Everyone is freaking out. They're like, are we joking? Is this real? Is this fake? But the owner says, everyone goes home. In the next 30 days, we're going to have another meeting. We're going to see who grew the best tree. Everyone gets home with this seed in their hands. And time goes by. 1 week goes by, 2 weeks goes by, 3, the 4th. The company owner calls everyone, gathers in the room. And everyone is entering the room with this beautiful tree. You know, imagine a bonsai or whatever, you know? And someone has decorated it with Christmas balls. Someone else decorated it with like Halloween. Someone else chopped it like in the villas, you know, the beautiful trees in the villas, perfectly cut, everything. Someone else, I don't know, they colored the leaves. Everyone is entering with this amazing tree. And then there's one guy who enters and he has no tree. Everyone is making fun of him. I was like, oh, look at this guy. This guy entered with no tree. He's not going to win the company. So everyone sits down. The owner comes. And he's like, guys, thank you so much for being here. I see a lot of amazing trees. And I see a guy doesn't have it. Everyone expectancy is like, okay, I'm going to win. The guy's sad, you know. It's normal, the guy with no tree. And he starts talking and says, guys, you know what? As I told you, I'm going to sell my company. I'm going to give it for free to the guy who has gotten the best tree. But the guy who is actually winning my company is the guy with no tree. Everyone is like, you can see the face of, it's unjust. It's not correct. My tree, how can someone with no tree win the race? And the owner says, you know why, guys? This guy's gonna win? Because the seeds were all boiled. They could not grow. So the only person who stuck to the truth was this guy. Everyone else bought other seeds and lied to me. So this guy stick to the truth, and he's someone I can trust because he's gonna listen to what I tell him. So guys, the message I have for you is this: stick to the truth in this business. Stick to the events, stick to the Zoom calls, stick to presenting. Don't have shortcuts, don't try to cut corners. Stick to the truth because the truth, it's enough. God bless you guys.